Hello. Welcome back to another Lili video. Basically just wanted to make a quick little guide, I guess. Like, I know I made my in-depth tutorial for Lili that kind of pardon me, sorry. That kind of went over everything. Like, it sort of went over, like, briefly. Went over punishes, launches, bread and butter combos, mix-ups, stuff like that. Like, it went over, like, the general shit. Right, but I kind of want to make one that's basically strictly talking about like Lili's game plan and how you should be playing her. So you know, like I obviously told you guys all her main important stuff, but I didn't really explain how she should be played and the most effective way to be playing her. So I sort of just wanted to do that. So that's what this video is. So let's just get into it. I will go to Forgotten Realm because I like that stage. But yes, so pretty much with Lili. Lili is she's very she's not really very good. She does shine in a couple of distinct areas, but they're very defensive areas. So I guess I would say that she's a very defensive character. Now you might be sitting there thinking like, oh, all the Lilis I see online are really aggressive. You know, they're really aggressive. They just attack me all the time, and I don't know what to do, right? But the way that's not how she should be played, because her pressure and her aggression and stuff, like her offense, isn't very good. So she's at max potential. She's a very defensive character, and so I want to explain how you should be playing her, I guess. So she's pretty much she's got very good block punishment. Lili has arguably some of the best block punishment in the game. She doesn't have a really amazing sidestep like she used to. You know, it's still good. It's still like above average, but it's not the best. There are better in Tekken 7. But you do still want to utilize it. It is still above average, I would say. So definitely still want to be using it. And she has some poke mix-ups which you can use in her offense. They're not amazing, but if you are being offensive for once as opposed to being defensive all the time, you know, you want to be utilizing those, I would say. She does have a few moves that you can frame trap people with, and yeah, so I'll get into all of that. So I'll start with the poke mix-ups. Okay, so pretty much you want to be using a lot of down forward 3. If you ever see high-level Lili play, you might see a lot of sidestep into down forward 3, which is this. I don't know how plus it is on hit, but on block it's plus 3 to 4, I believe. So I believe it's more plus 4 though. So I'll just go with plus 4, even though it ranges. So pretty much, if I just make her block everything, you will see Lili recovers much faster than the other Lili, yeah? So it's very good to just, you know, do this, maybe just check and see if they're going to press a button after it. If they respect the frames, then you can go back to being defensive, or you can go with poke mix-ups. Pretty much, you can do things after it, of course, because you are like plus 4 on block, right? So you can do aggressive things after it. So you could do a down forward 3 into a down forward 1. You could do a down forward 3 into a down forward 4, which does track to Lili's right. So it is generally considered that Lili's right is her weak side. So you'll often see people say, you know, when you're fighting Lili, you want to sidestep left. And a lot of people will sidestep left after you do a down forward 3. So you can catch them with that. It's not... Down forward 4 is an amazing poke. It doesn't counter hit launch. It's not an amazing move, but it will give you a bit of chip damage, you know, if they are sidestepping that way. You can do down forward 3 into another down forward 3 if you know that they respect the frames. You know, you can do another one into like maybe a down forward 1. You could do a down 3, which is a good low. This tracks. I believe it tracks both ways. I could be wrong. I've seen it track both ways, so I'm just going to say that it does. She's got down 4, not an amazing low. I don't think it tracks at all, but I mean, you could just do that just to check them. It's fast. High crushes. Down 3 doesn't track. Oh, it doesn't track. Sorry, it doesn't crush at all, but it does track. So you can catch them stepping just like you would with down forward 4. But you know, if they realize that you can do that, like if you do that into that and you catch them stepping that way, they might step the other way. So you know, you can get them with that, which is a nice little poke. You could do a down forward 3 into a down back 3+4, which is launch punishable. As you can see, it recovers very slow. It's not amazing, but it is an option. You could do a down forward 3 into a throw. Any throw, doesn't really matter what throw. You know, command throw, generic throw, doesn't really matter. Yeah, or you can do it into a forward 4, which is Root of Evil. Yeah, just yeah. I held back. That's why she went back turn. So yeah, pretty much down forward 3 is plus on block anyway. So sort of just do things after it to check them. So the next poke mix-ups I'd like to get into are the forward 4 ones. So forward 4, this move. Nice low. Is launch punishable if they block it and you do it into back turn. So I wouldn't recommend going into back turn from it too often. You can, but I wouldn't recommend doing it too much. So pretty much after a forward 4, you know, you can kind of just do the same things as down forward 3, except you do have more options because you can back turn. So, you know, you could do a forward 4 into a down forward 1. You could do it into a 1+2, which is -12. Wouldn't recommend doing it that much. You know, if you want to go for safe mids, just do a down forward 1, you know, or like a down forward 4 in case they do step. You could do it into a throw, yeah. You could do it into a back 1 forward. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to back turn. Do into a back 1 forward, which is +1 on block. And I mean, the fastest move out of back 1 forward is 11 frames, so it will trade with jabs, which is kind of shitty. Pardon me, sorry. But yeah, it is an option. But yeah, if you go into back turn, you know, you can just do back turn down 4. Just a nice little chip damage low. You could, you know, if you do it enough times or whatever, or you just do it, even if you just do it once, yeah, they're gonna expect you to do the low, right? So you can just do back turn 1+2. Hang on, you just do back turn 1+2 and get a combo from it. You know, you could do back turn throw, which is just generic throw from back turn. But yeah, these are all options. They're not amazing options. As you can see, her offense isn't very good. Like, this is sort of the best stuff that she has, and it's still not that amazing, but you know, it's you can make it work. So okay, the last like little poke mix-up starter thing that I'd like to go into is back 1 forward, which I was just talking about. So this is +1 on block. Fastest thing out of it is while standing 4. All you have to do for that is just do 4 out of the glide, and just do while standing 4. Because basically this glide is just a quarter circle forward. So, you know, because there is no quarter circle forward 4 or quarter circle forward 3, you can just do while standing 4 or while standing 3 out of it. Wouldn't recommend while standing 3, it's a crappy -21, I think, launcher. So, would never use it. But yeah, so sorry. Out of back 1 forward, yeah, you can do the while standing 4. You can do the quarter circle forward 2-1, which is homing. That second hit, you can delay it like that. And the second hit actually gives you a knockdown into a free forward 4. Oops, sorry. Like that, because it's a nice hard knockdown. They can't tech roll out of it, so you can also do quarter circle forward 1-2, which isn't safe. So I'd recommend more doing into back turn, and you know, you can do your back turn stuff, you know, like that. Yeah, you can just do back turn stuff. You could just do a down 4 like that. Not very good, but I mean, if you just want to just check them, do a random chip damage though, it's an option. Like that, yeah. You pretty much just got crappy lows from it. So I mean, sometimes you'll see lower ranked Lilies will do a down back 4 out of it like that, because it kind of masks the animation. You know, I guess it can be nice, but I wouldn't recommend using it, honestly. It's not great. If you want to cancel the glide, you just tap up. People will say you can tap up or down, but down doesn't work at all. I'm doing it now. It doesn't work. See, she won't go down. I'll just mash it. See, she doesn't go down till after. So yeah, tap up. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Tap up to cancel the glide. You can pretty much do anything from that, except obviously a standing 3 or a standing 1+2, because she will do the sidestep versions. But you can do anything from it. But yeah, you know, you could cancel this into a throw. Oops, I did not mean to do that. See, yeah, you can cancel it into a throw. You can kind of just do anything from it, I guess, but it's only +1, so it's not amazing. Okay, so that's kind of, I guess that's all there really is for her offense. I mean, like back turn stuff, if you really want to make people scared of lows from back turn, you do have down 3+4, but it's obviously launch punishable because it is a type of snake edge, I guess. You just don't get a full combo from it, you just get a free down 3-4 like that. If you do it on a bigger character though, you'll just need to do a second down 3+4, because the second kick of the down 3-4 will whiff. But yeah, I mean, you pretty much just got that. Never use down 3 or down 3-4 in neutral. It is launch punishable. Like the low is launch punishable, so I wouldn't recommend using it like ever. And the second hit, I think it might be -14. It's either -12 or -14. It's sort of around there. It's not safe at all. It's a shitty move. The only time you'd want to use it is, like I said, after a down 3+4, you do a down 3-4. Sorry, I'm just getting over being sick, so just excuse my cough. Sorry. Okay, so back to her defense, which this is where she shines. So, you know, she has a decent sidestep, right? I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, but it is still above average. You know, she kind of just throws herself out of the way. But, yeah. So the only real sidestep moves got are like sidestep 3, which goes into forward 3+4, like that. You can kind of do a lot of things after a sidestep 3, but the most damaging one is the forward 3+4. Oh gosh, I'm not wanting to break the floor, but okay. I mean, you could, if you sidestep something, you can do an up forward 3 after it. That's generally what you're gonna do. If you sidestep something, you're gonna do an up forward 3 more than likely. It's your safest launching option, so definitely go for that. Or you could obviously do a sidestep down forward 2. Down forward 2 or up forward 3. Down forward 2 launches crouching as well, so definitely use that. And so does the hop kick, of course. You do have sidestep Matterhorn. Matterhorn is down 3+4. Obviously very unsafe, but if you really sidestep something and you confirm that you've sidestepped it, just do a Matterhorn. If you want. It's risky, but if you know you'll get it, like, you might as well do it. It is her most damaging launcher, but it is also like her second most unsafe launcher after her sweeps. So -21, so definitely confirm it before you do it. You do have a sidestep 1+2. This does launch on counter hit. It's not an amazing move, but it's not terrible. Oops, I fucked that up really bad, but yeah, pretty much just get a nice little combo from it. But yeah, pretty much if you're sidestepping shit, you can do a sidestep 3 into a forward 3+4. So like this, most damaging, and floor breaks as well, like you saw. Also, yep, the sidestep into up forward 3 or down forward 2. The sidestep Matterhorn on a really good read after confirming it, and yeah, sidestep 1+2. I mean, sidestep 1+2 isn't a bad move in neutral. I do believe it's safe. It's not like plus, and it's not even close to neutral, but I do believe it is like -8 or something. It's not a bad move. It's just kind of slow, and yeah, so yeah, that's about it for sidestep stuff. Just, yeah, you do want to get the hang of sidestepping things, though, if you are playing Lili, because her sidestep is above average. You do want to be focusing on doing that. And as I said, because she is a defensive character, you definitely want to be utilizing that. Sorry, pardon me. So, the last thing, but this will be the most extensive part, will be her block punishment. Now, Lili, like I said before, has arguably the best block punishment in the game. So I'm going to go through all of her punishes. She does have more, but the ones that I've not included, I will tell you why I've not included them as they come along, because they're pretty crappy. But I'll explain why. So, for 10 frames, she has 1-2, right? Just your standard jab punish, yeah? But as you can see, it easily works from range 1. Easily. Even range 1.5, yeah? I don't think it'll work from range 2. Whoops. No, not from range 2, but it will work up to about range 1 to 1.5, roughly, around there. But 2-4? 2-4 is finicky. See, you can go back to range 1. Sometimes it will work. Sometimes it will not. It's... You just can't know if it's going to work or not. It's very finicky. So, the thing with 2-4 is it knocks down and it wall splats. So, if they do a move that is -10 or -11, and it doesn't push back very far and you're at the wall, definitely worth using, even if you're not at the wall, because it does knock down. But it has to be a move that doesn't push back at all. If you're just playing and it's a move you've never seen, you don't know the pushback until after it's happened, just go with 1-2 by instinct, because it does go further. But yeah, sort of practice against all the characters. Get used to their -10 or -11 moves. See how far they push back. Get used to the ones that you can do with 2-4, and get used to the ones that you can do with 1-2. So yeah, that's it for 10 frames. So 11 frames while standing is just while standing 4. Knocks down. Good damage. Oops. Yeah. So yeah, just nice while standing 4, knocks down. Obviously the forward 4 is not guaranteed, but you know, you can definitely, if they don't tech roll, it would get them. That's it for 11 frames. So yeah, 12 frames, you've got 1+2. This move is -12, but is very good. Obviously it wall splats. Let's just go over to the wall. See, wall splats, very good move, but it is -12, so definitely just use it as a punisher. At 13 frames, we've got forward 2-3. So this move is very, very good. As you can see, range 2 still works. Very, very, very good. 13 frames, wall splats, knocks down, very, very good. cannot stress enough how good this move is. See, that's 65 from a 13 frame at the wall. Very, very good. It isn't safe, of course, but you're only going to be using this as a punisher anyway. Or in combos. So 13 frames while standing, you've got while standing 1, 2. Not bad damage, 31 damage, actually that's actually pretty good. So yeah, while standing 1, 2. You know, it's the second hit is a high. You only really want to use this as a punisher, or maybe in combos, but it does have a low, which is while standing 1, 2, 4. But people know to look out for that, so it's honestly not worth using. Like, it's not launch punishable, but people can parry it, so definitely not worth using. Or not worth using much. You can delay it quite a bit, but I still wouldn't recommend it. Any decent player that knows about the move is just going to know how to defend against it. And any good player, of course, if you use this while standing 1, 2 as a neutral move instead of a punisher, they're going to know to duck the second hit, because as you can see, it is a high. It doesn't jail, so they can duck it and launch you, so yeah. Okay, so for 15 frames, Lili has her standard launcher, which is her up forward 3 hop kick. Obviously, it's minus 13, just like every other hop kick in the game, except for Lucky Chloe's, which is launch punishable. Let's not get into that though. But yes, your standard up forward 3. Very nice. Good launcher. Okay. So for 16 frames, you got her down forward 2, which, like I said, launches crouching, and it's also minus 13, just like her hop kick. So yeah, down forward 2 does 3 more damage. So it is better to use this, but if it's a minus 15 move, then yeah, of course you're going to be going with the hop kick. But down forward 2, very good. So 16 frames, we've done that. Alright, 16 frames while standing punishes, you've got while standing 2. Minus 12 on block. Launches crouching, of course. Very, very good. You get good damage from this too. How did I mess that up? Anyway, yeah. You get the point. You get really good damage from this. Yeah. Okay, so now, our final... sorry, yes, I was going to mention punishes that I was leaving out. So, while standing 3, this. It's a launcher. It doesn't look like a launcher, but it's a launcher. See? But it is minus 21 on block, and it's the same amount of frames as her while standing 2. So, yeah, there's absolutely no reason to use this. You don't even get more damage from a combo from it. So I would never ever recommend using while standing 3. Like, ever. Like, even if you're doing like a mix-up, right? Like you're doing like the full crouch down forward 3 slide, do it a couple of times and maybe do a glide into a launcher, right? Would not recommend going for the 3. I'd still recommend going for the 2. That's a shitty ass mix-up, but I'd still always go for the 2 over the 3 every single time, because it is so much safer. It's only pardon me, sorry, it's only minus 12. Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. Back to the down forward 2 quickly. The down forward 2, I said it was minus 12. I'm sorry, it's minus 11. This is minus 11. This is minus 13. Yeah. Alright, but yeah, see, the while standing 2 is only minus 12, which is still unsafe, of course, but the while standing 3 is minus 21. Now, I know it pushes back quite a bit, but it doesn't matter. Minus 21 is ridiculous. See, that is, it does push back. It's kind of awkward to punish, like, Asuka's back 3, but it's beside the point. It is still crazy unsafe. Do not use it. And yeah, so now the last punisher is, of course, Matterhorn. Down 3 plus 4. It is minus 21 on block. Would not recommend using it unless as a Punisher. Like, it's 17 frames, so, like, Lucky Chloe's hop kick, I believe, is minus 17. So, if Lucky Chloe does a hop kick, you block it, you can Matterhorn. But outside of that, or outside of getting a good read on a high attack and crushing it, would not recommend using it much. It crushes, I believe it crushes every single high, excluding electrics. It does not crush electrics. I know they're high, but it doesn't crush them for some reason. And it will crush a lot of mids. You'll find that this move will often go under down forward ones. It depends on the character though. I haven't tested it on Lili's. But let's just try this. Okay, it trades. But yeah, it does go under some down forward ones. Okay, nope, it does go under it. It does go under it. Okay, no, not always. Okay, so it seems sometimes it does, but yes. With some characters it will go under that. Generally high-hitting mids, Matterhorn will go under. Same with her sweep. As you can see, went right under it. Oops, I did that too fast. As you can see, it goes right under it. So, definitely, it's kind of that perfect move that you want when you're trying to make reads on people who like to do a lot of highs in neutral. So, yeah. But, yeah, back to her game plan, just a few more notes, I guess. As a defensive character, you are going to want to, you know, backdash quite a lot. My backdashing is horrible on this pad, so don't mind it, but you do want to backdash a lot, sidestep a lot. And yeah, just focus on the punishment and the movement and the sidestepping. The poke mix-ups, as mentioned before at the start of the video. And I mean, yeah, there's not really much else to say. I mean, just focus on her defense more than her offense, because that is definitely where she shines, 100%. So, if you're going to be playing Lili, I feel like that is definitely what you should do, like 110%. And as a quick note, for any Lili player who struggles against pull, I will show you. I'll show you how to punish his Death Fist. I know it's really random, but I am talking about game plan and defense and block punishment, so this punish will also work for Asuka's back 3. So yeah, just definitely keep this move in mind when you're fighting Paul or Asuka. Let's go random stage, just to quickly show this to you guys before I end the video. So if a Paul Death Fists you and you block it, and same like I said with Asuka's back 3, what you want to do is, hang on, let me just record this, is do 3-1. See? Punish. 3-1. She does not have a launcher that goes that far in 17 frames or less, because, you know, Death Fist is minus 17. But 3-1. It works from all ranges, closest range, max range, doesn't matter. 3-1 will always work. You'll see people do forward 2-3, which does work, but not at max range. Forward 2-3 will not work at max range. See, I don't know how to get it to... I don't know how to make it so it doesn't hit at closest range. But trust me, forward 2-3 will not work at max range, so do not rely on this. Go for the 3-1. Also, you will find that 3-1 will wall splat, I believe. Let me just check this. Okay, yes, it does. So, yes, 3-1 is your Death Fist and Asuka back 3 saving grace. It is, I believe the move is 17 frames, so it's like the perfect amount of frames to punish Death Fist, because Death Fist is -17. So yes, that will be all for this video. If you have any questions that you like, any questions at all about this video or anything in this video that you're unsure about, just feel free to leave a comment down below. Even if you don't have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment in general. I check all the comments, I respond to all comments pretty much. So yeah, definitely anyone feel free to comment down below. If you found this video helpful at all or just enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, as it definitely helps out a lot. And yeah, if you haven't already and you want to see more things like this, you know, feel free to subscribe. I do upload a lot of fighting game videos, primarily Tekken, Mortal Kombat. You know, like if you're new to my channel, I'm pretty much Tekken, Mortal Kombat, you know, a tiny bit of Injustice. I will be doing Soul Calibur 6 when it's out. I basically just play Lili and Nina. I do play other characters, but they're like my two mains, Lili and Nina. So yeah, basically just expect to see videos for those two the most, more than anyone else. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So yeah, feel free to leave us to subscribe, sorry, if you want to see more things like this. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed it and if it helped you at all. And yeah, again, feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions, or if you just want to, I don't know, talk to me. It doesn't matter. Feel free to do that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.